Hey, hey, hey. What's your story? Come along, no need to hurry. Every voice is meant to be heard. What's your story? Tell it loud, tell it proud. What's your story? Let's share it with the crowd. That's my story and now I'm sticking to it. What's your story?
Hey. So, what's your story? Today, I have somebody here in the studio that I think we met once a long time ago at one of the events, trade shows that we do, but I don't remember her. So, she called me, she reached out to me, and she said, "Hey, I want to be on your podcast." So, I have our guest today with Sylvia Garner, and we're going to talk about what's her story. She's going to tell me about what she does. We really have no idea what we're going to talk about. So, this is all new. There's no scripts or nothing. So, Sylvia, first of all, welcome to our studio.
Thank you, Jorge.
How are you today?
I am great. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, absolutely. You said that we met somewhere at an event that we had, right? And
Yes.
I kind of vaguely remember, I'm getting at that stage that,
Aren't we all?
I forget things. I talk to people and I'm like, who the heck is this guy? Yeah, how you doing? La, da, 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 da. And I leave and I'm like, who was that?
Yeah.
I'm getting at that stage. I don't know if you're at that level yet, but,
I am.
as long as I don't forget my wife's name,
Right.
I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be safe. Sometimes I do it. I go, okay, Maria, what you call me? But, she knows I'm messing with her. So, Sylvia,
Yes.
what's your story? Who's Sylvia? Tell me who Sylvia is. Where'd you come from? How'd you end up in the Antelope Valley?
Oh, wow. What a story. So, I am actually a Harlem girl. So I was born in Harlem, New York. After about the age of 3, my parents divorced, and my mom, my sister, and I moved to Chicago, Illinois.
Wow.
And we moved around a little bit after that, and we ended up in Maywood, Illinois, where my sister and I became Catholic schoolgirls.
Okay.
So at about the age of 16, we moved to California. We had family living out here, and I went to Dorsey High School.
Dorsey High School.
Go Dons.
I've heard that name. It's in South Central LA somewhere.
Not South
Somewhere
Central.
over there. In LA.
But yeah, we were in LA, lived in the jungle.
Is it like around Inglewood, somewhere over there?
No, we lived in, it's on the outskirts of the jungle.
Dorsey High
Yeah.
School?
Dorsey High School.
The name sounds familiar. In
Yeah.
another lifetime, back
Yeah.
in the 80s,
It's right near Lamert Park.
I used to be a DJ.
Ah.
And we used to go pass out flyers at that school.
Okay.
This is back in the day when, now I don't even know what a mixer looks like. I forgot. But
Wow.
go ahead. I'm
Yes.
sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. But yeah, so I'm a Dorsey Don. And after high school, we moved to, my sister and I moved to Inglewood. And after that, I ended up getting my degree in paralegal studies, met my husband, ended up moving to the Inland Empire, and met a wonderful man, going on 34 years of marriage. And that's kind of my story with that.
Wow.
Went back and forth to New York, but so I consider myself definitely a native New Yorker.
Yeah.
I'm a native New Yorker at heart, but I love every place that I've been, and I'm a part of all of that.
Wow. We have a few things in
Yeah.
common, right? Inglewood. I used to work at Inglewood.
Okay.
In another lifetime, I was a deputy clerk at the
Oh,
courthouse in
wow.
Inglewood on Regent Street.
Okay.
I also lived in the Inland Empire at one point,
Wow.
And then in 98, we ended up here in the Antelope Valley. How'd you guys end up in the Antelope Valley?
Actually, my in-laws moved to the Antelope Valley probably about 24 years ago. And so we used to visit them up here. I worked for Kaiser and Corona,
Mm-hmm.
and my husband works for the LA County Bar Association. So we would take trips up here and visit them. They live in Lake LA. And it was funny because when we would visit them, we would see their neighbors riding horses to the store. And it was something out of a straight Western. And my kids would be like, I want to ride a horse to the store. And, as my in-laws got a little bit older, I was like, well, maybe we should do that. Maybe we should come and help them. And my husband and I felt like that would be a great idea, as they got older to move up. And we ended up moving up here sooner than we thought that we would, and which kind of opens the door to our story. I had a son that was going through a lot of bullying. We have 3 sons, and my middle son went through bullying from 5th grade through 9th grade. And it was horrific bullying. At one time, a kid broke his nose in 2 places.
Wow.
And he was a tiny kid. And, going to school, talking to the teachers, just trying to figure out what is happening. Why does this keep happening to him? And he was that kid that was the most polite. And it was like the girls loved him, but the boys, couldn't stand that the girls liked him. And he was in acting, he was in modeling, he was in dancing, rapping. They called him like the little Will Smith.
Okay.
We invested a lot into him doing the things that he liked to do. And it was just terrific watching my son go through that from 5th grade to 9th grade. So at 9th grade, we decided to move to the Antelope Valley to give him a different type of lifestyle. And it was at that moment when we moved to the Antelope Valley that what had happened to him really showed itself. He met some skater kids, and within 5 months of moving out here, he got involved with drugs.
Oh, wow.
And it changed our life. So I had transferred from the Corona Kaiser to the Kaiser out here, and we utilized all of our resources. And at that time, we had a very steady group of friends, and my in-laws were involved in church out here. And so we immediately, transferred churches as well. So we were going to Livingstone, Bishop Hearn's church, and they were looking for youth pastors. So with my background in teaching and my husband's background into church as well, we became the youth pastor. So we had a strong connection with the church. And so in doing that and getting him the resources that he needed, we thought that we had everything under control. And it wasn't helping. He would go into rehab, come out, get back on drugs, go into rehab, come out, get back on drugs. And after about a year of that, my son looked at me and said, "Mom, I need you to do something for me." And I said, "What more can I do?" And he said, "You're a supervisor at Kaiser. You know how to teach. I need you to tell my story." And I said, "We're not telling anybody what's going on,"
Right,
because I grew up in the household where, you don't tell anybody what's going on. And
Right.
I'm sure you've heard that in your household, right?
Your laundry stays in your house. You don't.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, we had gone through this back and forth for about a week or so. And he said, "I have resources, Mom, And if this could happen to our family, because my husband's a Marine Corps veteran, and if we have all of these resources and this could happen to me, what happens to the kids that don't have this?
Correct.
And so I prayed about it. And one night in the middle of the night, God woke me up and he said, pure. And I looked at my husband. It was like 2:00 in the morning. I said, what did you say? And he said, I didn't say anything to you. And I said, you said something. And he said, no. And I went back to sleep. And a few seconds later, I heard people understanding the relevance of evolving. And I got up and I started writing. And when I finished, it was about 6:00 in the morning. And I had written my new career, which was an empowerment speaker.
Wow.
And for the last 16 years, that's what I've been doing. So I didn't know how I was going to implement it. And I turned on the TV and Joel Osteen was on TV and he was saying, God is going to take you further, faster. Don't worry about how you're going to do this. And I'm like, this is not happening to me. I was not that person. And everything just went from there. You know, I saw a girlfriend about a month later that I had not seen for 2 or 3 years, and she had just gotten her doctorate's degree in business, and she wrote my business plan and put everything online, and jobs just started coming. People just came out of nowhere and started asking me to speak, and I did. And so since that moment, I became a motivational speaker, and I started doing workshops through church, through other organizations, and that's been my life ever since.
You know, there's a plan. There's always a plan,
Yeah,
right? And things always happen for a reason,
absolutely.
right? I always see, there's something positive in everything that happens in our lives. Everything
Yeah,
negative, it happens for a reason. It
absolutely.
teaches us, it makes us stronger, right?
Yes,
It helps us help others. And that's what's
absolutely.
happened. What happened to you with your story with your, with the kid, right?
Yeah,
There was a reason why he went through that,
yes,
right? And there was a plan for you, for the whole family, right? And
yes.
here you are now, you're helping other people
Yeah,
that, like your son
I
said,
never thought that
don't
would
have the
happen.
resources.
Yeah,
He had the resources. He had him right there and then, right?
yes,
But you were able, in those years, to come up with a plan to put something together,
absolutely.
right? And now you're over
Yeah.
there, you're over here, benefiting other people, helping other people with
Yes,
this.
yes.
That's amazing.
Pure Empowerment was born. And, from there, I got a call one day before I left Corona. A lady was looking for somebody else. She wasn't even looking for me.
Uh-huh.
And I ended up answering the phone, and she was looking for the old supervisor that used to sit at my desk.
Mm.
That ran the Kaiser Permanente African American Association. And at that time, I was the president of the African American Association. And she was looking for kids to come to her event. She ran the National Teen Leadership Program for California, and they were called NTLP. And she ended up getting me. I ended up getting kids together to send to the event. The next year, she was looking for a speaker. I spoke there and ended up speaking there for many years afterwards. Wow. She ended up introducing me to the new lady that took over. This lady ended up being the executive director of the Police Activities League, which is PAL.
Yeah.
And when she went to PAL, she brought me with her, which allowed me to start working with the Police Activities League. So as my son started, unfortunately, using more and getting into trouble with the police department, it showed me that there were officers out here that could stand to help our youth and even adults on drugs a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
So I started working with the officers with PAL,
Mm-hmm.
and I was able to start utilizing the tools that I had to work with those officers and those kids. And I have been working with PAL, SAL, the Sheriff's Activities League,
Mm-hmm.
YAL, the Youth Activities League,
Mm-hmm.
for the last 8 years. And so because of that,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
within the last year, the PALs are now working with a group called Be a Mentor,
Be a mentor.
and which has led me to why I'm here today. So I now work with Be a Mentor,
Mm-hmm.
and I train mentors to work with youth. And that's where I am today.
Be a mentor.
So I am passing the baton
Uh-huh.
now. That's the stage I'm in. I'm turning 60 in September.
Oh,
So
you're
I
young.
get to pass the baton to teach mentors to work with youth.
You know, you're talking, I'm listening to you, and one thing that comes to my head, to my mind, is what went through that kid's mind, your son, for him, what the message did he get for him to come up and say, Mom, I want you to tell my story,
Right.
right? And that's what it started,
Absolutely.
right? I want you to tell my story. What triggered him to come to you and say that,
It couldn't
right?
be anything but God.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Wow, it's an incredible story,
Yeah. And 16 years later, my son still struggles.
Mm-hmm.
And it hurts my heart today to know that bullying is still one of the things I always talk to kids about, because he's 31. I thank God that my son is still here.
Man.
Some kids aren't still here because of bullying.
Right.
And I still get emotional today. But it's a struggle. And this is why I love mentoring, because we get to share with these kids what mentoring looks like, how you can change a life. We get to see how we get to change a life. Each one teach one. I so believe in that. And some of these kids have the best homes, some of them don't. But every kid needs a mentor.
Right. Right.
And just like my son, he had both parents in the household, working parents, but he was able to get caught up. And that's why I believe every kid could gain from having a mentor, because there are things that happen to you that you may not feel comfortable talking to your parents about.
That's
And
true.
that's why I wanted to come and talk with you today to share our program, because mentors are a helpmate to parents.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we have foster kids that come in, 2 household parents, 1 household parents. And we just wanted to share our program with you and your audience to let them know that we are here to be a helpmate to every household, and to share with the kids that you can all have somebody to talk to. You don't
Yeah.
have to go through anything alone.
Now, if there's somebody out there that's struggling or going through this and they want to talk to somebody, they want to get mentor, how can they get a hold of the group, the organization, or you?
I will give you my flyer at the end to share, and my phone number
Okay.
through Be a Mentor, so that they can give us a call.
Okay. And if a parent or an adult wants to get involved with the organization, can they do that also? Somebody wants to be a
Absolutely.
mentor?
Yes, we are looking for mentors as well as mentees. And you would just to be a mentor, you have to be 21 or over and go
Mhm.
through a background check
Mhm.
through the police department for Palmdale. And for the mentees, we're looking for ages 12 through 17. Now, if you're 11, we'll interview you and take a look at you, but we do prefer you to be 12 to 17. But if you are at that 11, about to turn 12, we'll interview you and see.
Okay. Okay. And where's the organization located? Is it a building somewhere or?
We're at Oak Tree Learning Center, which is right across the street from, um, oh my goodness, what's the name of the school? Aerospace Academy.
Oh, so on Palm Boulevard.
Yes.
So like around Palm Boulevard and like I think it's 15, 17 somewhere.
No, it's
It's 12. No?
35th, 37th. The Aerospace
The
Academy.
Aerospace Academy.
Yes.
Yeah. Right down. Yeah. Okay,
Like
I know what's that.
35th, I believe it
Yeah.
is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's 35th. Yes. It's a new school too.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a fairly new school.
Yes.
Wow. So that's amazing what you guys do. That's incredible.
Thank
And then,
you.
do you guys participate in any events that you guys do or to expose your services to the community? You get
Yes.
involved?
So actually, in April, we have an event coming up in April. That's our YMLA event, which is our Youth Mentor and Leadership Academy, where we will be taking the kids to Sacramento.
Okay.
And it's a leadership academy, like I said. So we'll be up there for 3 days and, they'll get to go to the Capitol, and we have some leadership things in store for them. So
Mhm.
we'll share that with them if they get involved and go to get into the course. So we have a mentoring conference that we do twice a year. We also have what's coming up in May. In May, we have oh my goodness, I just felt blank. What is the month of May? It is the Mental Health Awareness Month. Oh my goodness, yes. We have Mental Health Awareness Month.
See,
and
I'm not the only one.
Right. Hey, I'm about to turn 60, I told you. So we have Mental Health Awareness Month, and we have an event that we'll be doing with one of our collaborators. And so we have a lot of great things that we will be doing with the youth. It's not just our mentoring that we do. And we meet once a week
Okay.
on Wednesday nights. And with our new class that we'll be bringing in, we'll bring them in on a Tuesday night. And then once they get acclimated and they do our 6-week positive action class with the
Mhm.
National Guard, we'll merge them into our Wednesday class. So we work with the National Guard, we work with the Police Activities League,
Mhm.
and we also have Tarzana Treatment Center.
Okay.
That is one of our collaborators as well.
Okay. I want to extend an invitation to you, the organization, to have a booth at our events.
Oh, thank you.
You know that we do a few events a year, right? We have one
Yes.
coming up in March 28th is our Cesar Chavez Day.
Okay.
Okay, and you're welcome to put a booth there and pass out
I
flyers and
love
things like
it.
that.
I will be
On
there.
May 16th, we have Music and Kids Day, and it's going to be over here at the oh my God, I'm having a moment like you.
See? Our senior moments.
I just turned 64. It's going to be at
Okay.
Legacy Commons on May
Okay.
16th. Okay, Music and Kids. I think this is our 10th annual event.
Wow.
Okay. In June, we have the Taco Festival, right?
Oh,
Which,
I'm there. Tacos, I am there.
yeah. So we have our Taco Festival at Poncitlan Square. That's a
I
big event for
love
us.
it.
We have throughout the day about 10,000 people that come in, So I like to
Wow.
extend, a booth for you guys at no charge, okay?
Oh my gosh.
On
I am there.
April 26th, we have the Love My Right car show, which is for the sheriff's department. So you're welcome to have a booth there also.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
It's
Thank
going
you,
to be at the
Jorge.
Palmdale Auto Mall.
You're going to make me cry.
Uh, and then we have a super mixer in July with the Chambers of Commerce. Okay. We have
Wow.
in September, we have one that we call the Big Ass Mixer. Okay.
That's the one I went
That's the
to.
one
That's
that you
where I
met.
met you.
Okay. And
Yes.
that one normally it's with the real estate group, all the
Okay.
realtors and things like that we do. In October, we have another one. It's the Trunk or Treat Haunted Jailhouse, which is at the sheriff station.
Yes. I was there
You was
last
there? Yeah,
year.
we close the
Yes.
station. We dress it up. We have a haunted jailhouse inside. All the
Yes.
inmates are sent to the Lancaster station, and it's a top-notch event. So we have a
Yes,
few
it
events that we
is.
do a year. So I like to
Wow.
extend a booth to the organization to help you expose that and pass out that information because you never know who's out there that needs it because we don't talk about it. I'm not walking
Yes.
around, I need help or anything like that,
Right.
right?
Right.
So somebody could be there at the right moment at the right place and you're able to help them and things like
I will
that.
get all of those dates from you and I will be there.
Yes,
I appreciate
absolutely.
you so
No,
much.
yeah, thank you for what you do.
Thank
You know,
you.
so what else you want to tell me? Anything else?
I want to tell you how
Mm-hmm.
much I appreciate you, how much I appreciate your wife, Vicky, because I met her at our CAP class.
Mm-hmm.
And the work that you guys do for the community is amazing. You deserve every accolade that you get. And I just want to give you your flowers
Oh, thank you.
because you could have Ventura Graphics and just be making money. And you guys don't do that. You give back to the community. And I want to let you know how thankful I am for you.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got my pure signed, I got it from you guys.
Oh, thank you.
So I just want to let you know how grateful I am for everything that you do.
No, absolutely. It's a good feeling to be able to give back. Some people give back monetary wise, some people
Yeah.
give time, some people give with knowledge, right?
Yes.
And it's written, eh, when you give, you get back without expecting anything in
Absolutely.
return. So I am very blessed. My wife and I are both very blessed with the community, with the people around us, and
Yes.
I am very thankful to God for everything that I have. All of this is because of Him. He put me in here to do this.
Wow.
He put me in here to do this. So, Sylvia, I want to thank you for taking the time of your day and
Thank you,
coming out
Jorge.
here and educate me on your program and sharing your story with us.
Thank you.
So you heard Sylvia's stories, guys. What's your story? I want to talk to you about your story. Reach out to me and we'll come over here. We'll sit down and we'll talk about what's your story. I'll see you around town. Sylvia, thank you. We'll see you around town.
Thank you, Jorge.